Hey man, make sure you tune in Monday through Thursday for the therapy session shows. Fridays, we do Friday Night Live with special guest call-in show. And you know, on Sundays, like tonight, you got Sunday Night Live call-in show with guests. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of NoCappReacts Sunday Night Live. My name is Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'em. And we are back in the building with another show. We were supposed to have a guest today, but let's flip this as usual. Guest didn't make it. But that don't stop nothing. Show goes on. I've been doing this for I don't know how long by my goddamn self, and that really is not going to change. What's actually gonna happen is this actually just changes the way things happen. I always say I'm not gonna get to a point to where I actually start charging people to be on the show. But at the same time, there are some things in the work that potentially the type of people that show up are going to be of a different caliber. So we shall see as things begin to unfold and what it turns into or what it doesn't. I never speak too much or anything too soon, but just know things are definitely in the works for NoCappReacts. Let's put that about right there. Changing up some of the... There we go. Anyway, tonight we were supposed to have chocolate, but, yeah. That was not going to happen. But we going to keep it moving. All right. What I might do, though, is... There was a video I can't even say the other day. It was earlier today. And it would be a reaction to another video that I watched earlier today. And I didn't even think about that, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. There's a lot of different things that are going on out here that are absolutely crazy. Now, before we even get into anything else, though, let me see if I can pull this up. Facebook and TikTok, mine specifically, has been going absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. How do we get to Reels? Specifically my Reels channel. I don't know how to do this on the internet, on the computer like that. I only know how to do it from the computer type shit, which is what's crazy. Because if I can get to Reels, I can get y'all to see this. Some of these videos are going crazy. When I say crazy, they're going like viral, like super viral. Like this is like no bullshit, no games. It's going viral. And it is creating a buzz on the internet. Doing numbers, point blank period, doing numbers. So this is why even now I'm going to just have this show tonight, because I know that people are actually watching and paying attention. And, well, in the first place, we all know this used to be a reaction channel any damn way. More than likely, they'll kick me off of Facebook for doing this reaction, but it's not going to kick me off of Facebook and YouTube. So I'm on Rumble and I'm on Kick. So it's rumble.com/NoCappReacts, kick.com/NoCappReacts. Go to both of those and make sure you add it. Anytime you see that I'm no longer on any one of the channels, that's where you need to go to. Because honestly, that's 100% where I'm at. That's where I will be at. All else fails, that's what's going to happen. So if you do not see me on Facebook whatsoever, but you know I'm live, that is going to be because that is where I am at. So I'm live. I'm going to be on either Kick, Rumble, even Twitch. So if you watch the ticker tape that's going along the bottom of the screen, that's where it's at. Let's see. For anybody that's watching, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on the phone line and see if anybody wants to call in. We'll do that for a little bit. I'm not going to do all the sound effects and shit. No point in doing that. Today, hold on. Today, I went ahead and, as usual, continue to invest in yourself. So, all mics are now Rode Pod mics in the building. So, I will have some mics that I'll probably post somewhere for sale to go ahead and put that in motion. I got a lot of podcast equipment, a lot of stuff that I'm not using, that I'm probably going to start liquidating on Facebook Marketplace and things such as that, just to get it out my face, because I do have a lot of shit that I'm probably not going to use. Although it would be nice to probably set up 2 more mic stands and put them on each side of the couches and then let them chill there. So then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 mic set up there. I gotta see how I can actually make that happen. But that might be a situation, something to go ahead and jump into. But let me go ahead and wrong one. Phone number is up 602-736-6660. Tonight, let's just have a conversation. Oh shit, I didn't even change the name of the damn thing. Guess this will be a redo of what I did earlier. Earlier I did a show, early video, said I want to say thank you to everybody. The thank you is for everybody that has been tuning in to the show. Cause we've been doing a lot. Let's just say we've been doing a lot. When I said I was going to come back this time, I said I was going to come back bigger, better, harder. That's exactly what I've done. And you know what? We're going to jump around a little bit. We're going to do a reaction to my own motherfucking video. Boom. Let's crack this down. Let's throw me here. So this is one of the videos that here lately has been going viral as hell. So we're going to pull it up. Also, when you go to my channel, which I need to make a new banner that has all 3 shows on here. But when you go to my channel and you want to see the podcast, you're either going to click on live or podcast. If you click on podcast, this is going to bring up all 3 actual shows, 4 shows technically, because we no longer do the Freaky Friday situation, but we got the Freaky Fridays, we got the all new Friday Night Lives. Okay, you got the Sunday Night Live, and then you got the therapy sessions. All right. So, or you can just go to live, and these are all the videos as they have appeared on the show. Now we're gonna go here. We're gonna react to one of my own videos. I'm leaving you. We done. Is what are we gonna do? Yeah. And in today's society, modern day dating. I mean, I'm even gonna give it to you, China, because you are a little bit older than what's out here right now. That's really doing the most, but at the same time, ain't doing shit. Right. Like this whole society of chasing the bag, you shouldn't be chasing the bag, because whether we like it or not, most women get the happiest point of their life isn't even being a mother, it's being a grandmother. The happiest point of a man's life is being able to accomplish it. Like, the more businesses I can have, the more successful they are, the more that I know that when my black ass die, my kids and my wife, who's supposed to outlive me, is taken care of after me, and they don't have to worry about shit, means that I did my job. Okay. So it's we live in 2 totally different dynamics, and I think that has been lost in the world that we live in today, because no one is talking about what happens after the fact. Everybody's living in today where it's feelings over reality, feels over reals. Look, she forgot she on a whole podcast. That's what I'm saying. Marcy said where he... Listen, this was a great show. We had a lot of fun. She brought her aunt with her, which, you know, I love it when people show up and they have somebody else with them. She was actually in a relationship and she's currently in a relationship for 19 years. She's in a 19-year-long relationship, okay? That is some shit that just doesn't happen anymore. And I don't think y'all really understand the significance of that alone. Like, to be in a relationship for that amount of time and still be with it, man, she's killing it. A lot of y'all don't understand that. You probably can't even fathom that because you've never been in a relationship for that amount of time, that significant amount of time, or anything such as that. But that within itself is a major accomplishment. And for that, she gets that 100%. And she's out here getting it. Like, that's the crazy part. She's also out here really getting it. She's really doing it. She's standing behind her man. Her man is standing behind her. They are doing absolutely well and great in life. And nobody is like, y'all have to really understand. And having a relationship to make it that long is absolutely amazing. And a lot of you guys have really been dragging her through the dirt because y'all think that for let's go to my TikTok. On my TikTok, y'all really think that that the conversation was like about her, and it wasn't. We was actually talking about Halle Berry's ass. Which is what's funny. Now, I want you guys, let's see. Okay, so you guys can see the TikToks, okay? This is just one of this video is at 56,000. And y'all can see my shit's still going. It's not crazy right now, but it's still, my phone was dying because of TikTok. So we're going to watch this. So what happens is, regardless, is from 5 to 18, that's 13 years. The first 5 years of, wait, is that the one? Oops, wrong one. You went from the most beautiful woman in the world where everybody was kissing your feet, which again, look at this. 3,164 likes, 193 comments. This is how many motherfuckers have favored it. I can't even tell you how many people have reposted this. See, I wish Facebook would let you see and pull it up on the Facebook is really trying to make it all about the computer. Okay, if I click on these analytics for this one video, this video has gone 480 hours of watch time. Average watch time is 31 seconds. Okay, 38% of people watch the full video. 50.9K. This is in a very, very, very short period of time. This was posted on the 16th, and today is what? Today's the 20th. 4 days. This is what it has done in 4 days. 4 days. This one video. It's done triple that. You went from the most beautiful woman in the world where everybody was. It's done triple that on Facebook. I have the analytics for what it's doing on Instagram. Okay? That's not including YouTube because it's also on YouTube. This one video, this one short, this clip is crazy. And I'm not going to lie. After this, for real, after this, I'm going to start offering services for clipping. If you got a YouTube channel and you need your videos clipped, hit me up. Hit me up. And they're going to be fire. Fire. So, let's go ahead. Let's watch this. You went from the most beautiful woman in the world where everybody was kissing your feet, which again, don't use the best years of your life the wrong way. Yeah. And she did. And unfortunately, this is from a man's perspective on the outside looking in. Because unfortunately, no matter how beautiful a nigga get, we don't get the same thing. But as a woman, you got hundreds of dicks coming at you on a regular basis. But you got that one man that's like, I will give you the world. And you choose to not take the world because of the attention of all the dicks. Men look at women's past. Women look at a man's future, which is why when we had the conversation earlier and she's like, well, what's he doing? He may be broke now, but what's he doing? What is his trajectory? Okay. This one video has touched so many people, just based off of the context of the video. And the comments are crazy. Everywhere. The comments are crazy. And, well, let's go back to TikTok because there's another video and it's already ramping up and it's ramping right now. Okay? These two videos were posted today. Here's one.
That don't happen anymore. This is 2023. But that don't happen anymore. This is 2023. Like
No. It's still the exact same thing. You know the only thing that's changed between, I don't know, 100 years ago and today?
What?
Technology, which has made your life 10 times easier, which means that technically, no, you don't need a man.
That's not true.
That is true because with technology came homes with doors that have locks on them, and you don't. No one needs to build a fire for you to have light, and you get to go to the grocery store and pick up food instead of having a man that goes out and kills it to bring it home or tend to the fields.
But that don't happen anymore. This is 2023. Like
no, it's still. So motherfuckers actually have been hitting me up even about this. It was like, nigga, I can't believe you said no shit like that. Yeah, and I'm gonna stand on it because this is what people don't understand, and you have to have the full context of the video. First and foremost, thank you, Sweetie. Sweetie came to the show. Sweetie showed out. We had great conversation. You guys have to understand that these videos you have to watch the entire video. And the beautiful part about this is I have clipped my own videos. So you can't clip them and give it the context that you want when I have it. And I am a live podcast that can sit here and have this conversation with you guys about this show on a regular basis. When I say, so I named this one The Power of Technology. Why you don't need a man in 2023. It's not to say that women don't need men, because you actually do. Because 9 times out of 10, the grocery store is owned by a man, pushed by a man, ran by a man. The power grid is ran by men that work it. Construction, homes, still to this day, there are men that are actually working your construction sites. Everything that happens today is because of that. The majority of the things, Soul Power, aka Game of Kennels, appreciate you. He says, salute, brother, tap in straight from Atlanta. Thank you for tapping in and watching the show. We appreciate you. The context of this video is the fact that women do run around and say that they don't need men, but at the end of the day, you can't get away with not having a man because we're still running this shit. When it comes to, oh my God. When it comes to this so-called thing that you guys call a patriarchy, and it's a patriarchy and men around the world do this and do that, the same men that y'all are accused of having a patriarchy are the same men that also fought for women's rights. Women have not created the laws that you guys have today and the rights that you guys have today. Like, it's crazy how so many people argue for women's rights, right? But what right have you guys ever had that men don't have? What right has women not had that men didn't already have? Like, the Constitution was created for both men and women. The only people that didn't have rights in the Constitution were slaves. So to sit here and consistently argue that women don't have rights, keep this in mind. If men wanted to, we could go crazy. And the same way they put it in the Constitution and gave you rights, why can't we go crazy on you and do whatever the fuck we want to now and stop everything that you guys say you don't have? What is stopping men from doing whatever the hell we want to in this world other than men? Like, the same men that created rights are the same men that protect women. But if those men decided to no longer protect women from other men, who would protect you? We have to stop with this nonsense that people don't have rights and these things aren't real, because what you're saying isn't real. Even the feminist movement is a feminist movement because men have never stepped in and said, shut the fuck up. And it sucks, but that is the reality. Because at the end of the day, we don't care. We just really don't care. Because half of the things that you guys are arguing about, like, it doesn't affect us. The only thing that affects us is when y'all come and say the dumb shit to our faces, and it just happens over and over again. Our society, feminism has created a society right now that's weak as hell. You've created a feminine male society that is failing. Marriage is failing. Childbirth at an all-time low. More men turning into women and all kinds of other nonsense. Okay? We're also like on the verge of World War III that no one is paying attention to. And you're going to expect these feminine men to protect you. And they can't. Because they're feminine as shit. We're living in a world where, unfortunately, people aren't paying attention to the reality of what's really going on in this world. And you're living in this fucking la-la land where people really think that you have a certain level of control that you really have zero control over. Next one. Let's play this. Peer pressure is a motherfucker, especially right? And this is, I knew this one's gonna go viral. And the reason it's gonna go viral is because, again, this is something that people are gonna relate to. Like, women with children, especially raising boys, are going to be able to relate to this, because the hardships of life that you never get, you get to watch your son go through, and you hate it. And then for us as men, we understand what we went through. And this was a part of, again, you guys are not watching my entire podcast, because if you watch my entire podcast, you would see these are things that are coming out of my podcast. Long form podcast. Take the time to sit down and fucking watch it and stop being a lazy ass. You might actually learn something. Something that's actually, like, I get emails and all kinds of shit. Emails and all kinds of shit from so many people saying, thank you for helping me put my relationship together. Thank you for helping me do this. Thank you for helping me navigate through these hard times. Taisha says, but do you really understand? Taisha, phone number 602-736-6660. Call in. Tell me what I'm not understanding. Help me understand. Not only help me, but there's other people watching this. Help us all understand what so many say is not being understood. The phone line is open. 602-736-6660 is right there on the screen. And this is also why I have a call-in show. But the problem is, y'all refuse to call in. Everyone wants to complain, but no one wants to do anything about it. Everyone wants to say, hey, I don't understand something, but nobody ever sits there and wants to explain themselves. Everybody has everything to say, but nothing to do. The difference between you, other people, and me is I am going to. Hold on, I'm throwing it in the Facebook chat now. Six 602-736-6660. Y'all can call in. That's why I do this show. With or without a guest, and this is why I literally do this show. So she says she's going to call in. We're going to wait for that call in. But there are so many different things going on in this world right now that people are just oblivious to and not paying attention. Y'all are still posting shit going on with. Oh yeah, phone lines definitely work. 602-736-6660. Posting shit about what's going on with celebrities as if, like, these motherfuckers have no idea who you are, could care less about what you do. Y'all are so wrapped up into celebrity lives for people that are never, ever going to do anything for you. But you sit around and gossip and talk about them nonstop as if that dictates anything in your personal life, or it helps you, or it builds you, or anything, when at the end of the day, they out here just making money, doing shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. How do I pin this motherfucker? Come on, we waiting on you. There used to be a way I could pin this the phone number in the chat. Where's my pen? If not, I'm going to go ahead and pull this video back up. Okay. So, I know this one is going to resonate for anyone with... Okay, here we go. You're live on the air.
Yeah, this is me. I was trying to figure out how to put it on
Oh
my
wait, somebody else is
other.
calling too.
Is somebody else calling?
Don't worry about it. Whoever just called in, call back in a couple minutes. We already got a caller on the line. Okay, it's all you.
Wait, okay. Well, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to pull it up on my other phone, on my other Facebook. But yeah, no, I was just saying, do you really understand? That's all I was saying.
But
I was just
what
saying that
the
because you were
question?
talking about
What is
as
it that
being
would need
a
to be
parent.
understood?
No, because you were talking about as being a parent. That's what you said. That then I just really clicked on the whole thing, and that's all I heard you saying was, as being a parent, women are raising, like, we're raising men, and majority of the women are raising men that are fatherless. So you said that you're trying to learn, but I said, are you really? That was the only
Okay, so hold
that was
on,
all I
hold on.
said. Like, are you really trying to learn
You
and
jumped in on
understand?
something
Because
that
that no,
no
I
no
was
no
just
hold
saying,
on.
like,
No,
are
you,
you
you have
really
to.
trying to
There's a
learn?
whole
Because
piece
you
of
said that
context
you were
that you
trying to
missed prior
learn,
to that.
just like we're trying to learn
No, but Taish,
women.
Ty,
Like
Ty,
we're trying
Ty,
to learn
Ty,
men, and we're
Ty. You have to
yeah.
listen.
See, you know,
There was a
I can get
whole
going.
piece. There was a whole piece before that that you missed out on that goes to a
Yep.
video.
Okay.
So again, this is why I said people have to watch long form video. You have to watch the
Hmm.
entire video to get the context out of it, right? And this is the biggest thing, and this is what happened when you sat on the couch. You have to learn to remove your emotions from things that are said, because it's not about you.
No,
The
absolutely not.
the video was
Peer pressure is a motherfucker.
hold on. The video is about boys. This video specifically says the dilemma of peer pressure, navigating the wild and the dangerous streets. I said, I know this video is going to go viral because women raising single sons, single boys, then get to see what men struggle through as they watch
Oh,
their own
okay.
sons grow up
Go through
and
it.
go through things in life,
Yeah.
which helps
Okay.
them understand what men truly go through. And then
Okay.
men will also gravitate to this, which is why this video is starting to pick up and go viral literally in a
Hmm.
couple of hours, is due to the fact that men already understand this struggle and what we go through. And when they see this video, it's going to hit a nerve with them, and it allows them to understand they're not the only ones going through it. And I said,
Gotcha.
people need to take the time to actually
To,
watch my
yeah,
entire videos because
because I was,
there's a lot of
I was with you there.
context in it that people are missing. And that's why
I'm
I've
gonna give
started,
you that.
yeah, this is why I've started clipping my own videos. But this is another reason why, as women, you guys really have to take the time to stop and listen. You were really ready to go off
Don't do
on a
us like that
tangent
in time.
and you didn't even have all the context, but you was ready to
Well,
go in.
because
And you have sons.
and I do. I got boys. I do.
Thank you.
I
So
have
so
my
you
boys. So
yourself,
and you're absolutely right, because that's what I took from it. Like, I heard a snippet and I was like, wait, what? And I'm sitting up here as I'm cooking for my kids, getting them ready for the next day. I was like, wait, hold on. Let me chime in real quick. But I did not hear the full video. So I'm gonna give you that. I didn't see the video. I heard a snippet of it and I was like, no, 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 no. Because the snippet I heard, it was just not, it wasn't something.
now, and this is the thing. You've been here. You've sat on this couch. You've been a part of a show. You know damn well I don't come in one-sided. I give both sides. You know damn well, as much as I say shit about women, I say shit about men. And the thing about it is, the biggest, craziest part about it is, men actually need to stand up on their own 2 feet and start doing shit. Why? Because I do agree with you. Unfortunately, there are far too many of you that are raising boys, sons alone. But why? There's a why behind this situation, right? And it's it's just as much your fault as it is the fault of the men. It's on both of it. It's both sides.
Yeah, it's
right?
both. It's yeah, absolutely.
But here's the thing. How do we fix it today? Because this is the thing. If we don't fix the problem now, really think about it. If it's hard for you to find the man that you want, how much harder is it going to be for your daughter?
No, and that's the thing is I feel like it's something that we can't fix it. It's nothing that we can put a Band-Aid over. So when you say fix it, there's nothing that we can fix with that. That's like saying men, for instance, can we fix y'all? Can we because it's just it starts with women, it starts with men too.
Okay, but aren't you a woman?
So why are women raising kids by themselves? So you can say, so that's what I'm just like, it starts with men too. It don't just start with women. Yes, a lot of women are raising men to be men by themselves.
You went from the most beautiful.
But where did that start from?
Okay,
and that started from boys that were not men that were making babies who were not men. And listen, I'm not even.
Okay, so hold on, because you're saying a lot, right? But hold on, because you have to allow people to process what you're saying. Like, you can't just keep talking and talking and talking if people don't get a moment to process what you're saying. So what you're saying is men are being raised by women to be men, but those men aren't menning.
Period. Absolutely right.
Okay, so if men are being raised by single mothers and then they get and these mothers are teaching them to be men, but then they become men and they don't act as men, we have to ask, did she really raise them to be men?
But here's the thing. How is a woman, and here's my thing. We as women try to do the best that we can, but then that also falls on the father. So we're raising men to be men when we're not men. So where's the daddies at?
Okay, so that's what I want to. So I want you to listen to this, right? And then we can kind of break this down, because this video, which I played before you got on, also explains a lot of that, but at the same time, it doesn't explain that. And it's not this video. It's hold on. I'm pulling it up.
I'm trying to get on.
Yes, okay. You are a mother. Okay. So it's this video. So listen to this one, okay? Yes, you are a mother.
And let me just tell you, so I hear women all the time, especially like on my social media, on my timeline, my homegirls and whatnot, talk about, you know.
Wait, hold on. You're playing it now?
Yeah, can you hear it?
No, hold on. I'm trying to get on my other phone.
Go to the podcast on your other phone. Go to the YouTube.
That's what I'm trying to get to. And you got it pinned. Like, so when I go to your name, because I'm on my other Facebook and I don't have you on that one.
Well, you should add me on that one, motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't have you on that one. But I just started following you on that one because I had to call in on my other phone and then pull my other phone up. So I'm like, okay, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. I'm like, wait.
Is there one for
Because I can see all of your lives and everything.
And I just put the thing in the I'm gonna put it in all the chats.
Yeah, because I have the one that's pinned, like on your regular. Okay, like on your regular one, I have it right here. I'm like, okay, wait.
All right, so the chats is
Oh
blowing
wait,
up.
here we
Okay,
go.
so the chats is going in right now too. Grayson said that's the problem right there. Welcome down said, yo, change the number in the chat, family. You put 73. Oh shit, I did put the wrong number, huh? Let me change that.
Cause I got your NoCappReacts on here. Is that the one?
Thank you. Welcome down. He said, "Soul Power Salute family." Grayson said, "Bingo." Welcome down. Hey, y'all keep letting irresponsible niggas shoot the club up. Joseph
Period.
Town
And
said,
that's the
"Salute to the
problem
family."
right
Welcome down.
there.
Said, "Stop letting those weenie niggas bust off in it. If that's the case, then women need to stop saying a real would do this. A real man would do that." True. If you don't know what a real man is, it's hard to say what a real man will do and what a real man won't do. Because if women truly understood what a real man really was, they wouldn't keep making these same mistakes with these men that ain't shit. Like that's the biggest issue. Choosing men that ain't shit, having babies with them, and then complaining about that. Because I've said this for many times over, and I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. You can't say that nigga ain't shit, because if that nigga ain't shit as a woman, that means you're not shit too, because you chose that man to be with and procreate with. It's equal accountability on both sides. We can't say that a man ain't shit, but you chose the ain't shit nigga, which means you ain't shit either.
But that goes vice versa though.
I just said that. I'm not saying if a woman says a man ain't shit, the woman can't be shit. If the man says the woman ain't shit, then he can't be shit. No shit people surround themselves with no shit people.
Not necessarily, because sometimes you come across good ass men that might find a ain't shit ass woman, but he trying to build her up. Vice versa. You might come as a woman who got your shit together, and you come across just a nigga that you might not know, but you just like. So I'm just like, sometimes
We got it. So we got to get past the making the.
It don't work.
But we
like
got to
that,
get
because
past
I
making
see a
excuses.
lot of
Those are
men.
excuses. Those are excuses. Because this is the thing.
No,
Billionaires
them are
hang
not
out with
excuses.
Millionaires. Millionaires hang
First
out with
of all,
millionaires.
no,
We can't sit
billionaires
here.
do hang out
No.
with billionaires, but
It's
billionaires
only
is
our
fucking
community
basic-ass
where
bitches,
millionaire
though.
niggas go get shot up at the
But
barbershop
billionaires are shit
hanging
like,
out with hood
I
niggas.
don't agree. Yes, they are. So if you talking about on some money, you talking about on some money type of
Married
yes.
people hang out with married people. Single people
Yes,
help
they
single
do.
people.
But a lot of people
And the married people that hang out with single people allow single people to make them become single. It happens all the time, which is why the number one reason why men be like, is your girl single? Yeah. You're not hanging out with that bitch because she's not going to do any good for our relationship. But we get called controlling. No, we're not being controlling. We want our relationship to last.
When I was on the show, we had to talk about this, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? We had to talk about this. And we was talking about women being able to, or men being able to do what they want to do, and men having multiple options, right?
But that's a higher caliber of man. That is yes. Yes.
I don't feel like that's because you coming back on that.
No, I'm not.
Do that.
I'm no.
Yes, you is.
I'm not
You
coming back.
So
not every.
back.
First
yes,
and foremost.
You are,
first and foremost.
No. Okay.
No, it's
for a person in a relationship. So if you hanging out with, for instance, you hanging out with niggas that allow or yo bitch is hanging out with people that allow their men to go out and do certain things that make it okay?
So again, you're conflating multiple things.
No.
Yes. No. Yes.
No.
We can ask the chat. Pay attention to the chat.
Yeah. No.
Men. No. No. So you can't. You're not gonna win an argument by over talking. You have to learn to listen. You keep talking isn't teaching you anything. You have to also learn how to listen, which is so hard. First and foremost, Marcy says you surround yourself with successful people, you'll be too. B. Crosby said, yo, salute panel, chat at Ram. Welcome Down says, stop it, good people recognize other good people. He also said, salute fam to B. Crosby. Appreciate y'all. Now, the context of that conversation is, as a man that has earned a position in life, is a higher ranking man, a man that makes a certain amount of money, but he's also takes care of all of his business, whether it's at home, whether it's family, whether it's friends. If that particular man has a woman and he provides, hush and listen, and he provides for his woman, as in he pays all the bills. That's not okay. But this is the thing. You're not even willing to accept the perfect man. That perfect man that you're calling him now, if he decides, because he has multiple options, but if he chooses to take you in, pay your bills, take care of you, be your man, make you his main woman, but he decides to dip off and either fuck with other chicks, and he's honest with you about it, would you accept that man? What was your answer?
No.
Thank you. So you can't sit here and call that a perfect man, but then you don't allow that man to do what he wants to.
No, you try to make it seem like, yes, if this, for some women that's okay. What was the person that was on the thing? What did she say?
Who?
What did my friend say? So I said this, and she said what? Because you got to understand.
Alicia said, I'm allow that man to be a man. Just don't put that shit in my face.
Come on now.
That's what she said. But I mean,
don't put it in my face, or was it more no?
Or bring her, as long as she eat pussy, bring her home. Her exact words. Her exact words.
But that's not, I'm saying everybody is different. I wouldn't care what my man had going on, because as a woman, and this is where me and you have that thing where you said, I was a masculine woman. I'm more masculine because I'm more of a woman that can, I don't.
You're masculine because you put your worth in the fact that you make $6,000 a month.
And it don't even matter about that.
But that's that's where that's what you led with. So when women lead with money, that is masculine energy.
No, but my thing is, if I say no, I say no.
No to what, though?
If I say that this ain't what I want, I don't care about you paying.
But hold on, no.
Okay,
but you again, stop and listen. Stop and listen. Stop and listen.
I'm listening.
Who controls access to the relationship, men or women? And just answer the question. Don't rant. Who controls access to a relationship and marriage, men or women? Come on. Who controls the access to the relationship? You or does the man?
The man does.
Thank you. So this is the thing. You think that, hold on. No, I told you, don't do the rant. You already answered the question.
No,
so here, because this gives context.
But here's
there's no but.
The man controls it, but who runs it?
The man runs it because if he wants to,
No, the man don't.
How do we not?
Because
If we don't want to fuck with you, we can literally say it's over. We can literally not fuck with you. We can not. We can stop paying bills. We can kick you out of the house. We can start all over. You don't control that.
I don't believe that. Yes, we gonna make our men.
But here's the problem. It's not about what you believe.
As a woman, we're gonna make our man, because why would we make our man feel less than?
Again,
but
this goes back. This goes back. I can't wait as your son.
What's going on in her house?
Okay, so again, this is where your masculinity is kicking in. You never take the chance to actually listen. All you do is rant. You can't sit there and rant. You have to listen. If you don't listen, then what are you talking about?
I'm listening, but you said
no. You can't say you're listening because it said answer the question and then don't rant. And then you went straight into a rant. Hold on. Because people are in the chat and you are not paying attention. You need to key in. Okay, so Walking Down Rand says, leave your feelings out, please. Marcy says, whoo, she is on fire. Like, you probably want to pay attention to the chat because they're even calling you out. You can't, because you're not answering the question. And you're not answering. You're answering the question, and then you're taking your emotion and you go on a rant before there's context. And that's not a conversation. Conversation is two people speaking back and forth, and you have to allow the other person to speak. But the moment that I go to speak, you go to try to talk over me, over and over and over. That's not a conversation. No, and this is what you need to understand. No, you're not, because you're not even listening now. I can't even speak now. This is the thing. This is the thing.
You asked me the question.
All right, I did ask you the question, and I said answer it. Yes or no. Does the man have control or does the woman? You answered it. Now, after that, I have to speak because you answered. And this is where it goes. As a grown-ass woman, you should at this point understand, if the man controls access to the relationship, that doesn't mean that the woman controls the relationship. Because the man definitely controls the relationship, because if shit doesn't go his way, do we ask you to marry us? Yes or no? If shit doesn't go the man's way, if he does not see what he needs to see in you, will he ask you to marry him? Yes or no?
I'm not going to answer that because I feel like no, I'm not going to answer that question.
Correct, because if the man doesn't see what he needs to see in his woman.
There are some men that will still marry a woman knowing that, because a woman will still, like, I'm not going to answer that because now I felt like I wasn't able to answer the first question.
You were again, then we'll start over. Who controls access to relationships? Men or women?
Do, but women still run the relationship because the
no, they don't.
Still be like, it's my woman. And if my woman say yes or no, he gonna do that. And I can't tell you no man, no husband that's been married to his wife for 53 goddamn years gonna sit up here and be like, well, my wife said that. I ain't finna go ahead and do that. I can't do it. That's just what it is. So that, to me, that ain't a man running the relationship. That's a woman standing down and giving her man that leadway. But the man ain't
okay. So I see where you're trying to take this. Cool. I'm glad you took it. I'm glad you took it there. Because now this is where, if this don't shut you up, then in order for that man to do that and say that, does that mean that he has submitted to his wife?
Has he submitted?
In order for that man to say those exact words, does that mean that that man has submitted to his wife? Yes or no?
Absolutely, he submitted.
Okay. And in order for that submission to happen, doesn't she have to submit to him first in order to become his wife?
Well, of course, that's how it works.
Okay. So
But
what
you
you
didn't
no no
say
no
that
no no
in
no
the
no
beginning.
no.
But
What?
you didn't
No
say
no.
that.
What
So break
is
it down.
submission?
You didn't say that.
What is submission?
Submission.
Yeah, what is submission?
Submission to me is
No,
when
not to you. What is the
no, well,
term?
then
What
I
is
can't
the
give you that.
definition
I can't get because
of
I'm gonna
submission?
give you my I'm gonna give you my definition. I'm not gonna give you the dictionary.
Okay, well that's the problem. That within
Yeah.
itself is an
I'm not
issue
gonna
because
give-
that
I'm
means
gonna
that
give
you
you
don't
my
understand what
definition
submission
because I'm
is
not going
because
off
your
of
version of submission isn't the version of submission to the world. But to the
why would I go
world,
off of
we'll
that
go
submission
ahead.
when that ain't
Submission.
my life?
No,
Like, that's
submission.
not that.
The
So why would I go off of
action
that?
or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person.
Mm-mm.
What's your
sounds
version
good.
of submission?
Yeah, that ain't my version, but it sounds good. I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead. I'm
Okay,
listening, but that ain't my
okay, well
version
here's
of
the problem.
submission.
Here's the problem, Ty. Do men walk around knowing this version of submission or do they know Ty's version of submission?
They don't know no version of submission because half the men ain't even doing what they supposed to do anyway. So what do they
See,
know
it's
about
always
a
what
woman
the man
submitting to
and the
them in
man, the
general?
man, the man ain't doing this, the man ain't doing that.
Yeah. So how do a
Okay.
man know what they supposed to be doing anyway when they're not? So you wanna? So that's why.
So then if we're taking it back to that, your exact words is your exact words are these men are being raised by single women and these women can't teach these men how to be men. So is it really the man's fault or is it the woman's fault that raised him?
It's absolutely the men's fault because if they were men,
So
and
it's
they
his
knew
fault
how
that
to
he
be-
wasn't
No.
raised by a man.
It's his fault that he wasn't raised by a man. No, I take that back. It's not his fault that he was raised by men because that has to do with the person that raised him.
Okay,
So I take that back.
yeah,
But what
yeah,
I will
yeah.
say
It
that
because
it's
it don't
his
make no
fault
sense, right?
That he didn't take what he didn't learn and try to put it so that he was a better father. So yes, it is his fault.
Okay.
Because
So
me being
as
a
we
mother and raising girls, I would not dare take what I learned and apply it to what I'm doing now. That's completely different.
Okay, perfect.
So
Hold on. So this is going to go into this video that I'm about to play right now, which goes right into exactly what you're talking about. So have you made it to where you can see it live?
Yes,
Okay.
I got there.
Cool. So we're going to play this video. Listen to this. Yes, you are a mother.
And let me just tell you, so I hear women all the time, especially like on my social media, on my timeline, my homegirls and whatnot, talk about, oh, I just wish that
He would just show up and see the kids.
right together.
Here's the crazy part. So, I am a father. I take care of my children. I wish I would have one of you females, the man that is 100% willing to take care of kids. I'm not going to hit you for child support or anything. It don't matter how far you are. We gonna do this. I have to fight to get that right. And then you have these niggas that have these women that is like, I'm not taking it for child support. I don't want to take it to court. I just want to children. Yes, you are a mother. Okay. Did you hear that? You have two types of mothers in this world. You have the woman who wishes that man will come see his children, spend time with his children, take care of these children, right? Mm-hmm. But he's nowhere in the picture. But then you got the Mr. Bailey type of man where I'm all about my children. I have two baby moms. One baby mama, I don't have to worry about shit. Go get them kids whatever I want to. Never have to worry about shit. Got another one? Gotta pull teeth. You gotta pull teeth. If you want to see your kids, send this money. If you want your kids, do this. You do all that shit and above, and nothing happens. And then guess what? Then they go and run and tell the kids, well, your daddy didn't do this and your daddy didn't do that, but I did every fucking thing you asked for. Until you get to a point to where you go, I'm just done arguing with you. I'm not calling you. I'm not texting you. I'm not doing shit. And you know that at some point in time, your kids are going to get old enough and get to a point in life where they're going to start to ask questions, and they're going to call you and they're going to talk to you on a regular basis. And you can just be like, I'm not throwing your mama under the bus, but here's the receipts for everything that was sent. Here's the letters. Here's the messages. Here's the text. You can take it up with your mom. It's not my job to sit here and drag your mom through the dirt. It's not that your dad didn't do shit for you. Your mom ain't shit. So when we sit here and we talk about boys that aren't growing up with their fathers, well, the first thing you got to question is, what the fuck is their mom actually doing? Where is she at? Is she reaching out to the father? Is she have a good relation? Because this is the thing. Co-parenting is easy as fuck. And I'm about to have a whole podcast on co-parenting with someone. Co-parenting is easy as hell. But in order to co-parent, you got to not care about the man or the woman and what they're doing. You have to learn to put your children first. And if you can't put your children first, you're not going to co-parent. Now, hold on, because I got to read the chats. Welcome Down said, yes, she would. She just ain't met me yet. Bing said, no cap. You drop a lot of knowledge. I've been peeping lately. Salute, bro, 100. It's apparent that everybody's not ready for it, though. Is this my daughter? Why won't you send your daughter money? Jayana, take your ass to sleep. B. Crosby. As a woman, you can't make a man do anything. Just look at the facts and statistics. A man will choose to leave a relationship even if it causes his distress, i.e., child support or alimony. Marcus, no man wants to come home to that. I'm probably going to say to the shit when you was ranting and you don't listen. When you rant, you don't listen.
I listen.
I can only imagine if you are in an argument with your man, you ain't heard shit. See, even now, look, you can't even listen now.
Like,
you don't listen.
I just don't like listening to bullshit.
This is the problem. This is not a bullshit conversation. No, because this, you know what? This is Ty.
It's not what you want to hear.
Ty.
But it be bullshit.
This is the thing. I'm not arguing with you. You're arguing with you, and you arguing with me. You talking
I'm not, because I don't care. You talking about
no. You can't. This is the problem. Hold on, Ty. You can never say you can never sit here and say you don't care because you are clearly on this phone right now having this conversation. So clearly you care.
I'm standing up for women.
This the problem. Women always say they're standing up for women. Hold on, y'all always say y'all are standing up for women.
But listen, let me say this. I can't say nothing about the co-parent because I don't co-parent. You know I'm a widow. So my husband passed. I do everything by myself.
Correct, which is why at the end of the day, when it comes to some of these conversations,
I don't know what it's like for women to co-parent.
Okay, so this is again, you can't stand up for women in situations you don't know. Exactly. And women, hold up. And you can't sit here and say that you're standing up for women when women are in the.
I mean, women coming from my point of view.
But this
not
is.
Women.
But Ty. So Ty.
But the women that are walking my shoes that have been where I am. That's different.
Ty. You only see your life through your lens.
Exactly.
Thank you. But you have to understand that there is also a level of narcissism that comes with that, to think that other women are walking in your shoes. Widowed women are not the majority. Your situation is very different.
Rare.
Thank you. So you can't stand up
rare.
for some. And guess what?
Yeah.
No,
So
no,
this
no, no,
topic
no.
means
Stop.
this topic is
Stop.
out of
Stop.
my-
This
that's why I'm
conversation.
I'm trying to
This
understand because
conversation.
we're never gonna
This
fix
goes.
that.
This goes back to when you came in real fucking hot in the first place, talking shit
Yeah.
because you thought we were talking about women when it had nothing to do with women.
Right,
And that's
yes,
your
no,
that
I-
is
'cause
your
I
no,
looked at
but
the
that
video.
is your problem and a
Absolutely.
lot of other women's
Absolutely.
issues. Y'all
Yeah,
refuse to
I looked at
listen.
the video.
You refuse to listen to the entire message. You take
Yes,
what you want
absolutely.
out of it and then y'all blow it the fuck up into something that it's not. And then when someone's trying to explain it to you, you won't shut up.
Well,
And
I'll
then
shut
get
up
mad when
every
men
now and
say,
again.
shut up.
I shut up every now and again.
No, you need to
But it's
shut up
okay
all the
to me, it's
time
like,
because you talk too much.
I
And when
feel
you
like
talk,
shit.
you don't listen. And the crazy part
And
is,
God
in
gave
order
me
to
my
learn,
voice,
you have
and
to
God gave
listen.
me that for a reason. So I feel like God.
No,
God
there's
didn't
a
give me
reason
my
God
voice
gave
to
you
shut
2
up.
ears and 1 mouth. He gave you 2 ears and
No.
1 mouth. You're supposed to listen
And
more than you talk.
Too.
Huh?
You talk too.
It's my fucking podcast.
Exactly.
That's the
but
whole
that's what I'm
point.
saying. So how you gonna tell me to shut up when you talk too? So I'm supposed to shut up because this your podcast?
No, because this is the whole point. Are you learning something?
And yes, I am. I actually do. learn
Thank you.
something
So in
from
order
this.
for you to learn, you have
Yeah.
to shut up in
I
order to
do.
learn. When the teacher talks, y'all learn. When y'all bosses talk, y'all shut the fuck up. When a police officer pulls you over, you shut the fuck up. When a man talks, you don't shut up.
Well, man, got to be that man.
No.
We shut up.
See-
It's just got to be the right man to shut up for.
And again, ain't no man shut you up, now have they? So clearly there's not the right man. Maybe it's the fact that you're not the right woman. Now back to where we were at. Brain Crosby said she just answered by not answering. Thank you. She submitted to him for those actions to take place, acknowledging and respect of responsibility. Submission defined is ready to conform to the authorities of others. Jason said, damn, she has problems. B. Crosby, by
I'm
default,
dead. Now I got
a
problems.
man being in a relationship is, look, she hung up. A default by man being in a relationship is him submitting in a sense. This is why feelings don't blend with logic as far as a basic conversation is concerned. Natalia says, Bailey, blink twice if you need me to save you. Alicia said, what is the topic? There is no topic tonight. We were actually going over the viral videos. Welcome down. Kevin Samuel's voice, buy a dog, die alone. I got puppies for sale. Hit me up. Natalia, exactly. It's easy to co-parent if there's no feelings involved. Damn, they killing the chat today. Welcome down. Facts. She was a wife, not a baby mama. Marseille, whoa. Alicia said, God also said, listen more. Natalia, eyes wide open, walking down. By now, 2 men will be fighting each other over the over talking. Correct. When men speak and they do that shit, it becomes violent. Women yell and run their mouth because there's no violence that's associated with them. Alicia, women are made with feeling. Correct. Women are made with feelings. Natalia, Jesus, take the wheel. Phew. It is absolutely crazy what happens when people get, not people. Let's change that. When as a man, we have to understand something. Dealing with women is not the easiest thing in the world. Point blank, period. when you are dealing with a woman, it by no means is an easy feat whatsoever. And the reason that we say these things is for the fact that regardless of what the situation is, a lot of the times women really don't listen. And who's calling? Yeah, the kids. Jack, I already know it's you. So, not tonight, sir. We're having grown folks conversation. You are not allowed in it. You're already saved in here. So we already know what number it is. What happens is at the end of the day, as adults, we have these conversations. And the bad part about these conversations is if the other person is not willing to listen, then it goes nowhere. Alicia says, it seems like every podcast is about relationships. People need help and counseling. Go back and forth, and women and men. B. Crosby said, this is fire. Alicia, every conversation actually isn't even about relationships, especially not on this channel. We've had the last few interviews was strictly 100% music based and just talking, just having real conversations that had nothing to do with relationships. But again, there are certain people that call in, and just like when I give everybody the option of choosing the topic, and 9 times out of 10 they come in here and they choose that. Said you finna call in it. All right, let me know when you calling. A lot of people don't understand the difference. And this is the thing. Like in her case, she's an attractive woman, but she doesn't listen. No man is putting up with that kind of attitude for nothing. And the thing about it is, it's like, well, he has to submit to me. I can only be the only woman he deals with. He got to put up with all my attitude. He got to take care of me and my kids. And you got to do all of these different things. And it's like, okay, but what is he getting out of it? Where he's getting me. But you're bad for business. Like at the end of the day, you have to either be a asset or a liability. And there's far too many liabilities out here. Now, the crazy part is, and I watch this happen so many times on my podcast and everybody else's podcast, is a woman will say something. For instance, for her to sit here and say that it's the man's issue that the man was raised by a single mother, and as a man, it's his fault that he's not a man. Well, how has it become his fault? Because this is the thing. You're a single mom with a son. You're raising your son, according to you, to be this great man. But do you understand he's a great man to you? Women usually raise their sons to be exactly the man that they want him to be. They raise their sons to be the man they want for themselves. It's the same thing. How can you sit here and words have meanings, damn it? Submission. This is what submission means. You can't sit here and say, no, you're not going to go by the definition of the word. You're going to go by what your version of it is. That's not real. By any means whatsoever. That's actually fake as hell. That's not going to get anybody anywhere. That shit's crazy. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Marcy, submission is a choice. Correct. Submission is a choice. And just like women submit to men, men submit to women. And she brought up a very valid point. When she's your wife, Like, that is the ultimate submission in a relationship. You are submitting to each other, and a man actually submits. In order for us to make you our wife and say, hey, will you marry us? Like, we're also submitting to take care of you, all your bullshit, your emotions, everything. Like, we are 100% submitting to you and everything that you go through. It is crazy. Alicia says most single mothers have emotional incest with their sons because they don't have the man they want. You are correct. You're live on the air.
Listen.
And the kids. So that's Jack, or Jack. One of my son's friends. This shit gets annoying. He'll be in the chat. Well, usually he's in the chat hitting on the girls. These kids is 15 years old. Alicia, most single mothers have emotional incest with their sons. You are 100,000,000% correct. This goes back to what I just said. Most women are raising their sons to be the man they want, which is why those boys also sleep in their mom's bed until basically he gets to a point to where he's like, I'm not sleeping in your bed anymore. Like, it's weird as fuck, and there are clinical studies behind it that says, like, you're actually holding your children back. And if they have daughters, they do the same thing, and then there comes the daddy issues and the abandonment issues, and then while little girls are jumping to be with little boys or other boys and up under other boys, because those exact same girls are wanting that exact same thing that they're getting from what their mom gave to them, the warm body next to them, all that shit, which allows little boys, other younger boys, young men, to then take advantage of them and do things. Like, how many people is in this house? Welcome down. Who's running to sign up with the beautiful face with a bad attitude? Thank you. No one is running to that type of relationship. Alicia says they don't want to look for help when raising them. All right, so we're going to go back to what Welcome Down. Who is running to sign up to that beautiful face with a bad attitude? No one. You guys see the post. Oh, my God. This is the thing. It's hard for y'all to act like we don't see y'all calling in. No one calls into the show with a 417 area code. So we know, like, I know who it is. You can't hide it. You're calling from a 417 area code. This is the same thing when y'all call back to back, doing fart noises and talking about balls and all this shit. At this point in time, like, I'm not answering those calls because I already know who it is. You can keep calling all you want to. You can even call blocked. It's the same. Like, we're not. You guys just called in blocked because I said we know it's a 417 area code. Only children do this. Yeah. Anyway, so as the memes go on the internet, yes. If you have you can get a BBL, you can do all these different things, but it doesn't change your attitude. And your attitude is the number one reason why certain men just will not deal with you. It's never going to happen. Ever. Like, it's not going to happen. Now, to Alicia, what Alicia said, they don't want to look for help when raising them. That's the bad part. Women will literally put off dating until their children are grown. When you should be having... When this is the time where, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you should be looking for a replacement man that is going to be a good, viable, potential father, especially if he's willing to raise another man's child. But no, you put it off to the very end when you have what's it called? When you home all alone, empty nest syndrome. When you have empty nest syndrome and the kids are gone, and now you have no one there with you. Now, according to you, you're the best woman in the world, and men need to take you serious, and you've healed and you've done all this shit. But at the end of the day, no man is interested in that. Age is the number one thing that works against you. Welcome says they literally give their sons an Oedipus complex. Thank you. I already spoke on that. Alicia says, I ask myself, is this the man I want my girls to marry, or is this the man I want my son to be? The bad part about it is that's not for you to answer. You actually have to be, is this the man I want other men to respect and other women to want to marry? Am I raising the women that other men will take seriously, respect, and marry? We're not raising wives and we're not raising husbands. We're raising supposedly good men and good women. Good men. No, you're raising emotional men and independent girls. Girls that are sitting here constantly saying, I don't need a man this and I don't need a man that. And I'm independent, but the only thing you're independent of is man. Oh, here we go. Gabe Jones says, you're not raising anyone. You're a failure as a father. Stop capping. Well, come raise my children then. Please, by all means. Like, even when the guests here, they clearly see them. So, it's amazing. At the end of the day, as parents, we have a job to do. And our job is to raise children the correct way, in the correct manner. And in order for that to happen, you have to be a part of their lives. But it's also called co-parenting. If you are in the way of someone else raising their children, then you're not co-parenting and you're actually in the way. If you happen to be in her situation, who is this? I'm closer to raising them than you. John and Jayana are better taken care of by us than you. Who are you? If that's the case, why would you be in the chat saying that? That doesn't make sense. The goal is to guide your children to adulthood, not groom them to your likeness. Thank you, B. Crosby. That is big facts. Co-parenting is hard when the man is in his feelings and won't let his ish go. Let's see. Jamie says hi because you blocked my calls, Goofy. Okay, so this is the kids again. This is our kids playing. This is fucking ridiculous. First off, no one is blocked. Secondly, for kids, you can hear you're in a room full of children. Like, you can't fake this shit. So calling in and acting like children, being children, goes back. This is a prime example of bullshit parenting. When kids don't listen to adults, don't respond to adults, and do stupid shit like this and get very disrespectful, that is a prime example of kids having improper raising. That is a great example of poor parenting. So continue playing on the phone, continue playing on the chat. It makes you look stupid. And we understand that you're children, because if you weren't children, this wouldn't even be happening. Point blank, period. Only kids do shit like this. It's the same thing that happens on Kick, and the same thing that happens on Twitch, and the same thing that happens on Snapchat. Like, kids get on here and just say dumb shit. Great. I understand that y'all are little young kids. Congratulations. Like, you're not changing anything. Like, you're saying stupid shit. It doesn't even make sense. Back to co-parenting is when the man is in his feelings and won't let the ish go. Okay. There are certain guys out here that do not let their baby mamas go. But those are far and few between. Like, those are the epitome of baby daddies. My whole chat is Capp. Okay, so everyone in here is just lying. We're gonna get rid of the kids. Hold on. Okay. So, as a whole, there are certain men who they have their baby mamas, and yes, it's BS. They don't let their baby mamas go. It's more of a relationship where the man is trying to prove something with his baby mama than allowing there to be a co-parenting situation. Understandable. It does happen, not saying that it doesn't happen. Because again, it's not the same thing as like how men and women are. It's very much so a situation where, call again. It's a situation where certain men do not let go of the women. It does happen, right? But that's usually not standing in the way. Hold on. Damn, I pressed the wrong button. Call back again, Alicia. It's not. That's where it's just hard because you have to get people out of their feelings. And that is usually someone that is in a relationship, and the other person usually needs to get in a relationship in order to let go of the other person. And if that doesn't happen, that's where the issues come into play. Hello?
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time.
Okay. Well, you just called. Hold on.
The mailbox is full and...
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you lied. Sorry, it kept coming through it, but it was pressing the wrong button. All right, go ahead.
But the co-parenting, like, I don't know, because I got baby daddy. And my baby daddy's like, when we're together, they are amazing dads, but I don't want to be with them. So it's like, fuck me and my kids.
Okay, so here's the thing. Because you have multiple baby daddies, right?
I do.
Okay. So with you having multiple baby daddies, how many of them are actually co-parenting with you and how many are not?
They all not, because they in their fucking feelings.
Okay. Now, this is where...
But I have to make them, like, I got to drop the kids off and leave to make them co-parent. And it's like, I don't cuss at them. They're not on child support. I don't even bother them. Don't ask for shit. I just want them to be in the kid's life, but they always, well, you got a boyfriend. That's none of your fucking business if I got a man or not. Leave me alone.
Well, see, this is where it becomes hard. Because here's the question. Why'd y'all break up?
I don't want to be with them no more. Because for me, it's just, I don't want to be the man of the household. I don't want to pay all the bills. And it's just, you don't get to be at the house chilling all day doing a whole lot of nothing while I'm working. That's not okay with me. And then you quick, I'm the man, I'm the man. No, you're not. You're not the man. So that's my issue with all of them. They want to be chill. And it's like, when I got with them, that was not the men they were. And I've known them all for a long period of time, and that's not the men they were. But it's like when they got with me, they got comfortable. And I don't fucking know.
Okay, but hold on. When you say got comfortable, elaborate on comfortable.
They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing.
Okay, so
let's
get to the real nitty gritty of the situation, right? If they don't want to work and they don't want to do any of those things, did you allow that to actually happen?
No, that's why I'll leave.
No. You left after they got comfortable, but there was a ramping up period to the comfortability. You do understand that?
Yeah, because those lies, it was more like, I'm looking for a job. And then once I started doing my little investigation, like, you know what, you just chill. You ain't looking for no job. Because when they said that they're looking for a job, I'll support them, build their resume, even help them apply, all kinds of stuff.
Okay,
and
hold on. Walcom Down said,
like I'm taking care of his son.
Walcom Down said it's mathematically impossible for all three to be bum ass niggas. What's the common denominator between all three of them?
I already know who it was. I was broken looking for my daddy, and they all just like my damn dad. So I was a broken person at that moment.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
Okay. So
what's so funny?
Because like, good job taking accountability. That's a huge thing. It's a great job taking accountability, right? But if you know that they were bullshit dudes, right? But you had kids with each of the bullshit dudes.
That's the thing. I did not know, and I said that in the beginning because they were different the entire time. Because I've dated them before I had kids with them. And my last baby dad, I've known him for 10 years, and he just, after we had the kid, he flipped out. So there's no, I didn't know, because I didn't know, because.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. Let's go this route then. You say you didn't know, but did these men ever take care of you? They ever pay the bills? Were they ever the head of the household?
One of them he did for a little bit, then he stopped.
Okay, so let's go here. Marcy says, I would never entertain any man who isn't a leader. I just got to let him lead too. And Walker says, facts. She took full accountability. That's refreshing as fuck. Yes, because a lot of women do not take the accountability that they need to. All right. Whoever's calling currently on a call, so it's not going to get answered right now. B. Crosby says, I myself have been down and my lady held me down and vice versa. A union or relationship will be full of ups and downs. In my opinion, you haven't shared experiences with a real mate. And that's the thing. You haven't been married to any of these men, right?
Hell no.
What was the longest relationship with any of the three?
One was 4 years.
And then another one was
4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Well, my last one, we were friends for 10 years. So,
but friends and relationships is totally different. I myself have dated somebody that I thought was my friend, right? We were friends for 13 years. The dating didn't even make it a month and a half. You see two totally different people. You think someone is one way until you actually date them and you see they're a whole another way. Walcom Down says, people show you who they really are over time. It's up to you to pay attention to them. Correct. It is. Like,
yeah, I was still, but that goes back. I'm sorry for interrupting. That goes back. I was delusional, looking for my daddy love. I get that.
Okay, now are you also someone that at some point in time, like, were you raised by a single mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I had my dad and my uncles. I had
no. But your uncles is not the same as a father. Like,
yeah, my dad ain't shit till this day.
Okay, so for you to say that, that's something totally different, which is, again, when moms stand in the way of allowing men to be parents to their children, this is a prime example of a situation that happens. And it statistically has been proven. Like, there's another statistic, and women hate it, but single mothers, 82% of the time, end up with children that are in the prison system or for little girls, end up on stripper poles, sex work, unmarried single mothers. It's literally, that is the epitome of what a generational curse is. Whereas single fathers raising their children is the equivalent of a mother and a father raising their children. It sucks. And it's a horrible truth, but it is a truth. Marcy, I was raised primarily by my dad. Marcy happens to be a successful woman in business, in life, but she's not successful in a relationship. She's single. Correct, Marcy? So it's two totally different things. And when girls don't have their fathers in their life, then it comes to happen to have another situation in life. Oh my God. Right? You end up with another situation in life that isn't going to work. And that is currently, and you have been here, you sat on the couch. We've had some of this conversation. As a single mother, is it hard for you to date? And when we say date, we mean date seriously. Seriously. Is it hard for you to date seriously?
No.
Or are you finding men that will just have sex with you?
No.
No what?
I'm not finding men that will just have sex with me. I've been with men that we converse, like we actually go on dates and get to know each other. But
No. I said men that are looking to marry you.
yes, I've had a couple of them, but I wasn't ready, and I knew I wasn't ready.
Okay, so here is the problem. If you're not ready and they are ready, do you think that you should potentially get to a point where you can and will be ready, right? Because this is the problem. Do a lot of men ask many women, especially with multiple children and multiple baby daddies, to get married? Is that a custom? Is that something that normally happens?
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
No. I said normally happens on a regular basis.
I want to say yes because again, a lot of people I know, they have shitload kids and they're all married. I have all my friends. I'm the only one who's not married. So yeah.
Are those kids with the men they marry? Or are those kids with someone else?
They're with someone else, not from the marriage, and then they end up having kids with that person.
And you're saying that is a norm?
For me it's normal because I see it happen a lot. So for me it's normal because I see it happen. So that's how I know it's possible. Even though people like, oh well, you got
okay, but hold on. We have to have a logical conversation. What you see, how many of your friends? Okay, let's say you have 100 friends in your lifetime, which I'm pretty sure you've met at least 100 people. How many of those single women literally got married that have kids with other men?
Most of them.
Put a number to it.
I don't know. I can't put a number to it because I'm not going to sit and think and count. So if we was to put a number, I would say on a percentage level, I want to say about 80% people that I know that already had kids got married with someone and that they did not have kids to the person that they got married with. I would say 80% of the people that I know.
Okay. First off, we're going to go to the chat. Marcy said, I've changed a lot since listening to your show. Thank you, Marcy. Glad I could assist. Welcome Down said, no, it's not, which I'm agree with him. That is not a norm. I understand you may feel like it's a norm because a few of your friends that has happened for, but in the world that we live in, is that a regular normal apparatus or something that is actually happening? Hell no. As a matter of fact, first and foremost, marriages are way down. Marriage is way down.
Again, you asked me if I see it, and I see it multiple times.
Okay.
Like I have a friend, she got married, got divorced, homegirl got 7 kids, and the man wants to take care of her and her 7 kids.
Okay,
So
but
again, I see it so many times.
that Okay, let me ask you this question. Is that the man that she could get or the man that she wanted?
That's the man that she wanted.
She wanted, and this man is everything she wants in life.
Yes.
No, there's no way they're getting divorced.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
people,
so that because that's the thing. In that
No.
situation, a man, you got to remember, men get what they can. Women go for what they want, right? Unless they get to a certain point. When I say, man, if she got 7 damn kids, that's a lot of kids. A man to walk into a situation to take a woman on that has 7 children, and you say she's having his kids too?
I don't know. That part, I don't know. I don't be in any business like that. But
Yeah, correct. Like, that's the thing. Most men want children.
Then what's difference? Then what's the difference from that than being with the woman for 8 years and not giving her children?
Because for some reason, okay, so there's a reason for that. One of two things. Either someone was having fertility issues. That's one. Or two.
So then, but that's
hold on. Or two,
really quick.
Or two, he didn't truly see his future in her like that. He didn't see her as a good mother.
Then why stay with the person if you don't see a person as a good mother?
Because you could be with someone that you absolutely love and adore with. And again, not many men are going to sit here and a man will put off not having children and stay in the relationship and may get to like 45, 50 years old and go, okay, I'm not doing this anymore, because we don't have a biological clock. Women do. That's the difference.
But then you say that we do have a biological clock because we're old. So you men put that biological clock on us and then quick say that y'all
he
got one. So
could leave her. He could have a burning desire.
Answer my question. What's the difference?
What do you mean? What's the difference? The difference of what?
Because you say men don't have a biological clock, but then you say on your podcast all the time that the older we get, we are put on a timeline because no man want an older woman.
No, but
so
that's
at the end of the day. Allow me to finish. You're interrupting me now.
No, but I agree. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. That's what you're conflating something though.
So then
the woman has a biological clock. The man doesn't.
But then you're putting a clock on us by saying that we're getting older and
no
one wants an older woman.
Keep this in mind.
You men are putting a clock on us, right or wrong.
We're not putting the clock on you. God put that clock on you. We don't dictate what age you guys can have children. What I'm saying is that man that is with the woman with 7 children, if at some point in time he decides to want to have children, he doesn't have a biological clock, which means one of two things. He can leave her and go get with someone else that will give him children, or he can bite the bullet to no longer want children and raise those children as his own and never procreate on his own. He doesn't have the biological clock. She does. Now, if he leaves her, now you have two different issues. One, he wasted the best years of her life, potentially, but at the same time, he didn't, because she already has 7 children. She's procreated. He hasn't. The only thing that he inevitably does is he wasted her time by being with her when she could have found another potential mate that either had children or did not want to have any more children that would have stayed with her. So that's where the wrong would be at. And again, men don't put the time clock on women. God did that.
So then why you always say that? No man, the older you get, no man wants that. So but
most
it's like
again
men,
because we have to go based off based off of statistics. Based off of statistics, it has been proven that men want women of a certain age and demographic. Okay, that has nothing to do with the biological clock. That has to
How
do
come I can
with
never finish a sentence without you interrupting me, but then you quick to tell us when women to be quiet? Like, why can't I finish a sentence? Because I wasn't even done talking before you interrupted me.
well, you
Like,
paused, so I
that
thought you
was
were
my
done
point.
talking.
No, I also stutter, so that's why I pause. It's called, taking a breath.
Okay, so go back to
But
what you were saying.
but no, go ahead, go off.
Okay, so it's not us putting a biological clock on you. That's just where it's at. Now, what men desire and women are women of a certain age, certain body type, etc. But it's the same thing. It's called an SMV, sexual market value. The same way men have it, women have it, men have it too. Women desire men of a certain height, which is y'all say you want 6 foot or taller. You usually want a man that makes 6 figures.
That's not true.
Well,
I like men
no.
my height.
Because it's not true for you doesn't mean that it's not true. These statistics are based off of things that are most desirable. More women, and you've been on the show, and because you're 5'2",
Hey, today I'm 6'2".
because you're 5'2", you don't require a 6-foot man. But then I've also interviewed, for instance, Rizzo, who's 4'11". Wait, I don't even think she was 4'11". She's like 4'10".
Oh my gosh.
She wants a 6-foot dude. Everyone is different. Everyone has different wants. Hold on. Going back to the chat. B. Crosby. I say it's happened more than it should in the last 10 to 15 years, but it's obvious we seeing that result currently. Welcome down. Stop the cap, sis. She wanted to be with her first baby daddy. It just ain't work out. Let's see.
I did not want to be with him.
Mother,
at all.
not
That's
you.
so
He's
sad.
not talking about you. Mother Nature put that on you. Take it up with her. Let's see. I found out my resume was lacking, so I've set out to improve my number. I've lost number 10 in the past month. Older women are usually uncompromising and disagreeable, as well as being condescending. Oh, there you go. Older women, as women become older, we do get stuck in our ways. And as people get stuck in their ways, it becomes more of an argument and fights. And
That
let's also be real about something else. When you get to a certain age, do most people also walk around saying, I deserve, I deserve, I deserve?
Oh, they have that entitlement.
Thank you.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
and no, it's
entitlement.
like,
To sit here and say, hey, because you've had a hard life, bad relationships, etc., doesn't mean that you deserve anything anymore. You don't deserve something because you went through bullshit. That's not deserving.
they
That's
need to
just
get
what
their
you
life
that's
together.
just what
they
you went
deserve.
through. So
Well, it's almost my bedtime. I gotta go. I gotta go sleep.
all right. Have
All
a
right,
good one.
night. You as well.
All right. Let's see. Good. Congratulations on the weight loss, Marcy. Congratulations on the weight loss. So, back to where we were initially at in the first place. A lot of these videos, these clips that I've been clipping have been coming from my videos. And they have gone viral. Again, I want to thank all of my viewers. Literally in the last 4 days, over 300,000 views, over 10,000 likes, over 5,000 comments, right? I know some of these things are taken out of context, and as you can see, when people, even now, they just jump on here and they take things out of context and they don't understand, but they also don't watch the long form videos. if you watch the long form videos, that's where you actually get the entire context of the video. These videos are insightful, they're honest, and in honesty, there comes triggers. And with triggers, well, it can create the emotion, it makes it a very emotional situation. And when it becomes an emotional situation, that's where things start to change, right? Watch to learn, remove the emotion, have a real conversation, become a real part of what the conversation sounds like, and where you can go and you can do what needs to be done, and take the videos with them as a grain of salt. It's not anything that you personally need to take as an attack. And if you do, then internally think about how we can fix ourselves. Like the reason that podcasts, because it's not just me. There's so many podcasts out here. And with all these podcasts that are out here, a lot of men are saying the same thing and a lot of women are saying the same thing. Marcy says, be easy to communicate with. And this is the thing. I'm probably one of the easiest people to communicate with because I'm actually going to listen, and I don't base anything off of who you are or where you've been or what you've been through. And there's no judgment here. As you see, these are past guests that are also calling in on the show right now as we speak, right? But as these past guests call in, there's no hard feelings. I still have conversations with these people. They're able to come on the show whenever they want to, right? I don't create a podcast where you leave here with hard feelings. You don't come here and have a shitty time. Everybody that comes here has a good time. They sit on the couch. We have these conversations, and we have the same real conversations before the podcast comes. And even some people have sat here on this couch for 2-3 hours after the podcast as we had real conversations. And it happens every single time. And the reason for podcasts like this and other podcasts is to get people to start having conversations, to start to fix the problems that are in this world. There are a lot of problems and a lot of issues. I am the least confrontational person in the world. I'm not arguing with anyone. I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm not going back and forth with anyone. I am so at peace with who I am and where I'm at in my life. And I would like everyone to be the exact same way. And if you walking around hating on other people, fix that shit. Walker says it's always good time to have an adult dialogue with the opposite sex. The number one thing that has died in today's day and age is the fact that people don't talk to each other anymore. You guys would rather text than talk. And then when you do want to talk, you don't have a real conversation. You're trying to literally start something or be a part of bullshit, right? You always want to talk about the problems, but you never care about the solution. Where is the solution to the problem? And if there's no solution to the problem, then why are you worried about it? Here soon, I'm going to have a single mother. It's a guest you guys have already seen. It's going to be China. And it's going to be a conversation about single moms. Hands down, y'all get the shitty end of the stick, right? But it also goes back to, did you create the shit? And are you accountable for the shit that there is? Again, I'm a father with children with multiple women. One can easily talk to, the other one, not so much. All right? And it's been proven in the life that we lead, all of us, people deal with two types of people in life. Some people you will just deal with and everything is going to be perfectly fine. And some people, you literally just have to cut them out. And when you cut them out, they still try to come up in your life and create chaos and bullshit. Why? Who knows? That's in friendships. That's in family. Your family will cross you up and do bullshit. You have to learn to let them go. You have to learn to just walk away. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is your life gets better. You get your peace of mind. And they get stuck holding whatever unhappy pieces they have. Because unfortunately, people only remember who you were, not who you are. People that hate on you don't look at where you're at. They look at where you was. And they want to take you back to where you was. It's like if a person is a felon, oh, you're a felon, you're always going to be shit, but he's done something totally different with his life. Facts. I call those Suedo conversations all empty calories. Good shit. Walk them up. Walk them down. I said walk them up. Okay? You can't allow toxic people to stay in your life. When you can move on with your life and you can do better, but they consistently and constantly are just on the bullshit, guess what? Let them stay on the bullshit. I don't have to deal with you. That should be your thought process. I don't have to deal with you. If you got a job you don't like, you leave it. If you're around people you don't like, you leave them alone. Exactly. Staying in a situation like that is how toxic relationships are created. Correct. I can say I've been in a toxic relationship. I didn't go home and I said, hey, take whatever you want. I'll be home tomorrow. We're done. That's all you have to do. Okay. People out here literally do everything they can to just try to drag you down. They're the only ones losing in the situation. When they're losing in the situation, it absolutely drives them crazy. It absolutely drives them nuts. And that's the difference. We can go through life over and over and over again, living unhappy lives, or you can walk through life being happy and enjoying whatever it is that you're going through and having your peace of mind. And what happens is your peace of mind will take you much further than that person that is sitting there consistently trying to drag you down. If you guys haven't seen them, go watch the videos. They are right here on this channel. The shorts. The shorts are the clips. The clips are going fire. I'm not gonna lie, I got about 130 of these bitches, so gonna be posting these bitches for a minute. So stay tuned. A lot of these are actually going viral, which is cool because it's bringing a lot of awareness to the channel. It's bringing a lot of new eyeballs to the channel. It's bringing a lot of new people to the channel. As usual, it's going to create the bullshit and it's going to bring the haters and everything else. But there's nothing to worry about in that aspect because, again, there's a lot of people that don't want to see you happy. They don't like to see someone else's successes. I don't worry about those people or the things that they go through because they are inconsequential to the process of progress. Life goes on. We have P. Dot tomorrow. You know, he's the co-host for Therapy Session. He's got a guest. Her name is Fantasy or Fantasia or something along those lines. They're gonna be there. B. Crosby. B. Crosby says, so is the definition of a committed relationship more important than marriage? I say that because the definition or meaning of marriage has definitely changed. Here is the thing, B. I'm going to say the definition, like definitions don't change. Definitions are always there. They're going to always be there. The definition of a committed relationship is, the difference between a committed relationship and a real relationship, what is the difference? There really isn't a difference. They're both the same. Like a committed relationship and marriage are literally the exact same thing. Other than one is legal and comes with a marriage license and the other is not. But when in a committed relationship, you should be working towards marriage. And if you're not working towards marriage, the question is, what are you working towards? Which goes back to another show where we were talking about, she was clearly on here and was dating, but dating with no purpose. Dating with purpose should always be the goal in life. If you are not dating with purpose, you're hurting people, and that should never be a good thing. The definition or meaning of marriage has changed. I say marriage has been downgraded the moment they started putting it on TV shows. The moment you put marriage, like 90 Day Fiance, shows of those sorts, the moment that you put those things in TV shows, you kind of downgraded what marriage is. Because now people are literally looking at marriage as a TV show and not taking it as serious. Which is why so many people divorce. Because they don't take marriage serious. He says, I agree, but marriage is a show for... Correct. Marriage now is a show for society. Majority of women and men today are getting married because of the show, because of the wedding, because of the tuxes and the dresses and the dances and the TikTok videos and the viral moments that you get to create off of your wedding, when it should be about spending the rest of your life together as one, as a unit, keeping a family together, holding that, being the glue, and becoming a part of something, like leaving your legacy behind. That is not what marriage is today. And that has been lost. And even when people say, well, why aren't you? I refuse to get married until I feel like that is 100% what that is. I don't believe in divorce. So, whether you're with me for 1 year, 10 years, 100 years, the marriage aspect of that situation is definitely different. He said legally is definitely something, but the horse and pony show has led to a 55+% divorce rate. Correct. Again, people aren't getting married for what marriage is for. They're getting married for the show. They're getting married for things such as, oh, he makes $80,000. Let me marry him for a while. Let me make my come up, and then I leave him. They get married, and the moment someone feels like they're unhappy, they get divorced, as if that happiness is never going to come back. Walk 'em Down says marriage is about the wedding, not the future. Correct. Most people aren't even planning when they get married, like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Where are we going to be at? And the crazy part is, like, when children get involved, the children, like, you are married to this man. You said your vows. Till death do us part, do all this. You have the first child. You put your child before the man. Now the man feels left out. He's supposed to feel left out for the next 18 years, but he's still supposed to do his manly, husbandly duties. But then when the kids leave, now you have a husband again. That also is not going to work. Things like that is not the way it works, because if the man's putting the woman first and the woman's putting the man first, the children already come first. Because children need both parents more than they need a single parent. But again, the process of what is happening and what is considered to be today's version of marriage is bullshit. It's not real. They're not being honest with themselves. They're not being honest with their relationships. They're not being honest with the love of the relationship. They're not being honest with their partner. They're doing everything totally incorrect. And then getting divorced, and being divorced is okay to them. And it's also okay for them to also, like, take said people through the ringer 100% and treat them like total shit, and then be like, oh, well, it's okay because I deserved it. I stayed with this person for this long. They owe me this. No, they what they owed you, they were already giving to you, but you left it. B. Crosby says full circle of submission. That is correct. That is the epitome of submission. Wife is for the husband, children for the wife, husband for them all. Exact same thing. 100% right. And again, in order for any of these things to happen, people have to break out of this societal thing. Like, it's everything is a trend. They fall for the trends. Trend this and trend that. Trends of having this type of wedding with this color. So this is what they do. Yo Gotti did this. Gucci Man did this. This man did this for his wife. And like, they look at celebrities and then they want to make that about, that's what we're going to do. When they say Beyonce and Jay-Z is relationship goals. But didn't Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce? Beyonce didn't leave. Is it still a relationship goal? There's so many things that people aren't paying attention to. And yes, Crosby, no accountability. You are correct. The world we live in today is about zero accountability. Zero. No one takes accountability. They love to point the finger. You. Cool. But what did you do? Like, because it's not just this person, it's that person too. And you both made the decision to do these things. So if you're both not willing to make those changes and come together, then what the fuck are you doing? It doesn't mean shit. And again, that is the problem. That is the issue. That is where, as society, we are continually failing. That is why so many people are divorced. That is why relationships aren't working. That's why single mothers are in abundance. Single fathers are becoming in abundance. That's why OnlyFans is thriving and strip clubs are thriving and all of the bullshit is thriving. But the actual family, the thing that this country was supposedly built on, was family and religion. Well, who has any of that nowadays? Nobody. So as long as you remove that, well, you're going to always have just that. A bunch of bullshit. B said, meaning build with someone you would be happy with, and a cardboard box on the side of the road. Instance of guaranteed success is an illusion. Everybody wants everything to happen immediately because you say so. And that's just not reality. So, again, Chocolate was supposed to be the guest tonight. She decided not to show up. Great. The show will always continue to go on. We will be there tomorrow, as usual, with P. Dodd. And we will be back again also on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can catch me only on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble, and Twitter. Well, X, because it's no longer Twitter. We will definitely be there. So we're going back to doing music reactions just on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And we will go from there. Friday, we have another special guest. And yeah, we just gonna keep it moving. Again, a lot of things in the works. The show will continue to go on regardless. Last one. Seems like society is fine with dysfunction. Society absolutely loves dysfunction. Society is like the worst version of a baby mama on meth. You take the worst version of a baby mama and put her on meth, and that is currently what our society is. She's just gonna talk shit and drag everything through the mud, and she can never do no wrong, and we just have to deal with it. And that is modern day society, 100%. And again, our failure rate is at 100% right now. And will it change? Maybe one day. Sign you up for a Wednesday music reaction. All right. If you want your music, if you have a music video, because it's got to be a music video. For anybody that's watching you do music, make sure you either send the video to the Gmail or send the link to my Instagram. And I will automatically have it preloaded so when the show starts, we do the reaction. And again, you need to add the Kick, Rumble, follow on X, which used to be Twitter, and Twitch, because that's where that happens. YouTube, every single time we go live and do music on YouTube, they just shut us off. Same thing for Facebook and all the other major crap platforms. With that, I definitely want to say again, thanks for tuning in. Definitely appreciate you all. Keep making these videos go viral. Keep tuning in. I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep talking my shit. If you want to react, man, I might have to have you back here then if you want to do some reactions with me, sir. You got the phone. Hit me up. Actually, when I'm done with this live, I will hit you up and we'll get you back in here. And yeah, we can do the reactions like that. That shit would actually be more lit because I ain't going to lie. Sometimes doing this shit solo dolo is boring as fuck. And I try to get my brother over here. His ass is literally 5 minutes away and he don't even come. So motherfuckers got other shit to do, which is understandable. Outside of that, again, tune in. Monday through Thursday, we do therapy session, live show. Fridays is Friday Night Live. And then on Sundays, you got Sunday Night Live. Fridays, well, all shows pretty much have guests. So just pay attention and tune in. All right. Make sure to go to hustlefit.com, get your merch. Hustlefit.com has your merch as well as the clothes. Men's, women, and children is available. Go ahead and check it out. It is there for you whenever you're ready. Besides that, definitely want to say thanks for tuning in to another episode of NoCappReacts. I'm your man, Bailey, a.k.a. MrGoGetEm.